Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to trade double bottom the right way. Double bottom is just simply like an M pattern or inversely a W pattern, alright? And you can see an example that I made on the screen, alright? You can see the example that I made on the screen about this particular trading pattern. About this particular pattern, alright? So it can be like this or it can be like this way, right? It can be like a W. Sorry, let me make another one. It can appear like this. It can appear in two ways, right? Like this, then another one. Sorry, let me set this up. Then another one like this, alright? It can either be in this form or it will be in this form, right? So how can you trade them, right? How can you trade them? It's very simple to catch a very big move, because once it breaks out, it's always a very long move to the downside or to the upside, right? So how can you catch those moves on this market? So the particular trading strategy is going to be like this, all right? Just going to be like this. Alright, we have our double bottom. Alright, this is our double bottom right here. Good, then we have it. Then the second one, sorry, let me complete that. We have our double bottom, right? Yes, this is our double bottom right now. So how can we catch this move once it breaks out to the downside, right? So the way we're going to wait for it is that we're going to make sure we mark out our support area and the resistance area at the top, alright? Alright, let's say this is our support area. Then let me clone that. So right, what we're going to wait for is just simply something like this. Alright, let it come down, then give us a retest on this area, then a push. Alright, once we get a rejection at this particular support area, we are going to sell massively from there. Alright, so that's the trading strategy, and uh the same thing applies to the M pattern. Alright, let me delete all of this. Yes, so the same thing applies with the M pattern. Once we have something like this, alright, we have to wait for a breakout to the upside, then a retest on the neckline, then push to the upside. So that's the way we are going to be trading these two trading strategy. Alright, so right now let's move to the normal chart. Let's move to the normal chart. Alright, let me leave this. Let me show you an example of what I've already done. This is number one. This is the first one. Alright, this is okay. This one is the head and shoulder. I don't know if you guys know about head and shoulder, but let me just proceed with the one that I am currently talking about on this video. I'm going to be dropping the video uh, every week. Alright, so for this one now, you can see the way I marked out my chart. This is a gold chart on the 30 minutes time frame. Alright, so how do I trade this? I just wait for very simple things to happen, then I take my trade. Alright, so we had this move that break out to the upside, forming a support area at this point. You can see this rejection. Alright, so I drew my support area around this point. Alright, I drew my support area around this point. Then what happened next? We shoot all the way up, creating another weak rejection at the top, rejected around that price level, around $2,001 price. Then it came all the way back down, then retested this area, pushed all the way up, right? at this retest number one is a good trade time for is a good trade opportunity for us. All right, so we are to catch this move during either New York session or London session. That's when I like trading gold the most. All right, so this rejection happened during London session. Just on that rejection on the 15 minutes time frame, that's what you're going to use to confirm it. Then if you have a small account, you can use 5 minutes for entries. All right, because this is gold, is very volatile, so you can easily lose your money if you don't know what you're trading. All right, so go and back test this before using it, because it really is really worth it. All right, so once we create something like this, it targets where the support area that is at the top, because it's likely to either take it out or it rejects off it, then shoots all the way back down. So that's number one trade. And during New York session, what happened? So the next day, you see what happened? It break out. It didn't give us any retest around this point. We wait, all right. We wait. Let's continue going. Let's make this long. Extend this to the left side. All right. So extending this to the left side, look at what happened after like how many days. Although we're not going to wait for that long to trade, there's a lot of trade options here, all right, that we could have taken by now. But first of all, let's finish this one. Look at what happened the next day. All right, I usually wait for this to happen. Look at through New York session. If you entered around this day, you see that it drains a little bit, but at least it still gave us a nice trade for that day. But we are not done. The move has not yet happened. All right, we are still waiting for that massive move to the downside. Just put 18 pips or 20 pips minimum. All right, so you can see that we got around 40 to 60 pip around this point. Then what happened? That is 1 to 2 trade. All right, so the next day what happened around this point? Look at what happened. The market during New York session, it came to tap into that area, and look at what happened. The market rejected off. All right, let me clone this. So on this rejection is our golden zone on our fib level. All right, so if you are to take this all the way down, it targets where this support area around this point. That is where you're going to target, and your stop loss should be 18 pips, or your stop loss should be 18 pips or 20 pips maximum. For me, that's the way I do it. All right, I trade with a very tight stop loss, because I know that if the market should break that area, it's not going to be valid again. So this is how you could have cut this move to this downside. All right, so if you had your support area around this point, although this is not a good valid support area for me. All right, so you should be targeting this area. Yeah, this is where you should be targeting. And you can see that immediately the market tapped into that area, created a very long bullish engulfing pattern there, and still shot the way all the way down. And that's it, guys. As simple as that. And we have 1 to 11.65 RR. So guys, if you like my videos, if you like the way I approach gold and US 30, guys, you can see that even in the future time, guys, just take a look at the way the market was still reacting to my zones. All right, so if you want to learn more about this, it's just very simple. I have a mentorship class you can also join, and also have a group where you can share analysis and drop in the group. It's just very simple like that. So guys, I love you all. Please subscribe and also turn on your notification icon. So peace.